Wow. We'll discuss. Welcome to episode 78, I believe, of the Clock Enders podcast. I'm your host, Reginald Dino, just coming off watching West Ham Arsenal. Holy smokes. If you're an Arsenal fan and you're not picking up your heart off the floor and putting it back in your chest, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll discuss that game in a bit. I want to hit the, before we start, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. It is Mother's Day here in Canada, I guess North America as well. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that has a mother. But let's start Wednesday night. Champions League semifinal clash, second leg at the Emirates. Professional performance again. People are going to look around and say it was boring. I don't give a shit. We're in the Champions League final against PSG. We didn't get a repeat of the first PSG Bayern Munich game. We didn't get a repeat of that because they actually decided, well, we can't go gunning 1-for-1 with these guys. We have to beat them, and they can't score. I'm talking about Bayern Munich. So there was a little bit of defense played, and when there's defense played, you get a proper football game. I discussed Bayern Munich PSG last episode. If you want to hear what I said about that, to me, that's not. I mean, it's exciting for neutrals and it's exciting for everybody that wants something to talk about. But if you're watching a game as a football person, that's there's zero defense. It's attack after attack after attack after attack, wave after wave after wave. I mean, if that's what you're looking for in a game, fine, that's great. Now, if you can combine that with the defense and tactical and all that stuff in a game, then okay, no problem. But that first game to me was, whatever. You played that way against Arsenal, you'd probably score 3 or 4 as well. So, whatever. But who cares? Bayern Munich's out. We've already dusted them through in the group stage of the Champions League. We beat them 3-1 at the Emirates, swept them aside. I think Arsenal lines up better. PSG, to me anyway. This is what I see when I watch PSG. I've watched PSG 3 times this season, but for me, they rely on individual accomplishments or individual performances rather than team. Bayern Munich moves the ball together as a team, and then they 1 or 2 touches and they're by you. I think PSG is too reliant on my player's better than yours. Go 1-on-1. Let's see what happens. You're not going to get a 5-4 game against Arsenal in the final. Believe you me. Believe you me. But anyways, as we get towards May 31st or 30th, I think it's the 31st, it's a Saturday. As we get closer to that, we'll review that. The league should be over by then. And hopefully we're talking about, we've rested players to play in that final because we've already won the league. But the way it's going, holy smokes. Holy smokes. So we'll get into a lot of the PSG Arsenal Champions League going down the road. But so guys, let's get into what we just watched. West Ham Arsenal. What a game, guys. What a game. We started off gangbusters. Should have scored in the first half. Trossard hit the crossbar off a corner. So too scrambly in the box. Someone should have put their foot through it and scored the goal, but whatever, didn't happen. And then you're just looking at the time and you see, okay, 45 at half. Okay, we got to come out and do something. And then you're looking and now it's 75 minutes and it's still 0-0. And it's like, oh my God, what are we doing? A draw does not help us. A draw puts this right back in Man City's hands again. Because, again, they have a game in hand, which they're playing on Wednesday against Crystal Palace. They have a game in hand. Again, it's back in their hands when we have the opportunity to hold it ourselves. I'm going to say two things. I'm not going to do player ratings today, but I'm going to give you a man of the match, and I'm going to mention a couple of players. Before I get into that, though, I don't want to be too critical. We won the game. Fantastic. Amazing. Mikel Arteta screwed up. Mikel Arteta screwed up when Ben White got hurt. And for Arsenal fans that are paying attention and know what's going on, yes, you're agreeing with me right now. To the rainbow and sunshine and lollipops Arsenal fans, oh, what are you talking about? We won the game. Who cares? I get it. We won the game. That's great. But I'm going to explain to you why he screwed up. When Ben White got hurt, your first inclination shouldn't be, oh, we put Declan Rice at right back. Declan Rice at right, but what for what? If you're going to put anybody at right back, put Miles Lewis-Skelly there. And if you're going to bring in Zubamendi or whoever you're going to bring in, the right substitution to make, I'm not a professional coach, not a professional manager in the EPL fighting for a title. Obviously, you know that. The substitution I would have made, I would have either brought Hincapié or Mosquera to play on the right side and left Declan Rice and Skelly to play in the middle. What's the problem with that? So now you're going to bring in Zubamendi to play with Skelly in the middle and move Declan Rice to right back? What the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense. And you can see during the game, we were on top of these guys. The first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it was before Ben White, we were all over these guys. I'm thinking, 3 or 4 today, easily. And then you can see the game just change for the last 15, 20 minutes of that first half. You can just see it change. Now West Ham got a couple of, chances and their tails are up, and you can see the game just change. And at halftime, he makes the right substitution. Well, he doesn't make the right substitution to me anyway, unless Calafiori's feeling something or whatever and he's hurt or whatever. I don't know why you take Calafiori off. He was probably one of our best players in the first half. But now you've made a mistake on the first substitution. Now you're just compounding that, making more mistakes with the substitutions, in my view. But anyways, you realize at halftime, okay, we got to bring Rice back into the middle. So now what do? Okay, we got to take off Calafiori and put Mosquera on. Okay, okay, fine, whatever. You can't go back and fix it now. Because you screwed up when Ben White got hurt. You can't go back and fix it now. So, okay, bring on Mosquera, play it on the right, put Miles Lewis-Skelly on the left because the left inverts into midfield. Okay, fine, no problem. Bring in Zubamendi. Well, they brought in, they took off Ben White and brought in Zubamendi to move Ben White to right back. So even if you fix this thing now, and bring Mosquera on to play right back and move Declan Rice back into the middle, now I have a midfield of Declan Rice and Zubamendi again, which is the midfield we don't want to see. The 2 holding midfielders in a game that you have to win. So something has to happen. And I thought to myself, well, Zubamendi has to come off. He's got to come off. If you're going to play this properly, like we want to win, Zubamendi has to come off. And I'm thinking, well, how can you take off Zubamendi? You brought him on 30 minutes ago. Can't take him off again, can you? A professional like that? A World Cup or a Euro Cup winner? Put him on for 30 minutes and bounce him back off? You can't do that to him. Sure enough, Mikel Arteta takes him off. That first substitution was the one that, the dominoes started to fall, and it's like everything you do after that is going to be a head scratcher unless you make a very, very, very controversial decision, and that decision was to bring off Zubamendi. He played 30 minutes, I think. Wasting substitutions. You never know what you could need. What if we needed Martinelli to come on at one point? We've used all our substitutions now. Again, I'm not trying to be critical of the win. We won. Fantastic. We won. That's great. But these are questions that I have when I'm watching the game in a title run. Like, what are you doing? There's 2 games left. What are we doing? Anyways, two players that I want to bring out for praise today. One of them's the man of the match. Well, both of them were the man of the match. I was going to give the man of the match to the other one, but I thought about it and thought about it some more, and it was just like, I can't. Martin Odegaard. There was a point in the game where he came in and I said, okay, no problem. We'll see what happens here. Okay. And we played for about 10 minutes. And I looked and I said, is Odegaard even on the field? Like, what is he doing? And then the assist. The assist erases everything for me, guys. Everything for me. That could be a title-winning assist right there. It erases everything for me. Not everything. Maybe everything that I was saying about him during the game that you couldn't hear, obviously, but it wasn't pleasant. But that erases all of that. That assist. He could have done nothing the rest of the game. That assist erases everything for me. That's a title-winning assist, my friend. Could have easily taken a shot and got it blocked, and we're sitting here at a 0-0 draw against West Ham. And this show is completely different than what you're hearing right now. Completely different. So kudos to Martin Odegaard. Being a buddy sent me a message. He's like, you have to praise Odegaard because he's a true professional. He doesn't play, stick him in, and he does that. He's staying ready to play. He's a captain of the team that doesn't captain the team. So I'm giving praises to Martin Odegaard today. Like I said, a title-winning assist, possibly a title-winning assist today. But the man of the match today, guys, it has to be David Raya. What a save. It's easy when you're getting bombarded with shots. Bombarded and you're making save after save after save because you're in the game. David Raya didn't have anything to do the first half. Nothing to do the first half. Barely had anything to do the second half. But that one-on-one, that save, and you think, oh, he kicked it right at him. And he did not kick it at him. He did not kick that ball at him. He made the save. He kicked out his foot and made the save. Guys, if Martin Odegaard's assist is a title-winning assist, that's a title-winning save. I'm in a, and it's probably the guy I'm about to talk about. I'm in a WhatsApp argument with a Liverpool fan, and it's just David Raya is nowhere near the best goalie in the EPL. Gabriel's a hack of a defender. Okay. Okay. And I got to go on and on and on with these. You guys, you throw yourself down on the floor FC. Okay. So we've gone from corner FC, set piece FC. Now we're throw yourself on the ground FC. I said, stop hacking, stop fouling, stop hacking us, and we won't go down. David Raya is the best goalie in the Premier League. The clean sheet today guarantees him another Golden Glove award at the end of the season for one of the best keepers. I don't know what else to say about this guy. No one's ever got a 10 out of 10 on this show. He gets a 10 out of 10 today. One save. Remember when David Raya, Mikel Arteta bought David Raya and we were all Ramsdale guys? Remember that? Yeah. Arteta, well done on buying David Raya. Well done on that. So now we're 5 points up. We're 5 points up. Manchester City play on Wednesday. They play Crystal Palace on Wednesday. Hopefully we see a couple of drop points there as well. Crystal Palace drew today. I believe they played Everton. They were down 2-1 when I looked and ended up 2-2. So they came back and scored. But it's away to Crystal Palace, I believe. So we don't need City to lose. Well, it would be nice if they lost. It would be nice if they drew. We don't need it though, because our fate is in our hands. It's in our hands. We don't need any help from anybody right now. We don't need any help from anybody. You want to give me a hand? That's nice of you. Thank you. Don't need it though. Just got to keep rolling. Burnley next at home. Burnley. We have to finish those guys off, and then it will come down to the last game of the season where the Crystal Palace manager has already come out and said, listen, I don't care what you guys think. That last game of the season against Arsenal, Glasner I'm talking about, like that's I think it's a week or a couple of weeks, or no, it's a week before their final. They're in the final of the Conference League, I believe. So he goes, I don't care what you guys think. I might rest everybody for that game. That would be nice. And plus, Glasner's leaving at the end of the season. So he's like, I don't care, guys. I don't care what you guys say about me, about my tactics. I don't care what you say. My focus is that, we're not going to go down and we're not going to win the league. We're where we are. We have an opportunity to win a European trophy. I might rest everybody that game against Arsenal. Go on, Glasner. Go on, Glasner. So that should be an interesting run-in. Bournemouth is waiting for Man City, I think, the last game of the season or the second last game of the season, and that game will mean something to them because they're trying to get into Europe as well. So that might be a tough game for City as well. So the stars are lining up. All you have to do is do your job, and the stars are lining up, man. Today would have been a disaster if they drew. A disaster if they drew. If you're not watching or you're not subscribed to the podcast, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube at Clockenders Pod, all one word. All social media is at Clockenders Pod, all one word. We're on TikTok, Instagram, we're everywhere. If you're not following the conversations on Instagram on TikTok, join the conversation. Big up Arteta today with his substitutions. If you want to come at me, it's fine. We'll have a discussion. But another win today, guys. 2 more to go, and the drought's over. Hopefully, best case scenario is this: Crystal Palace goes in and beats Manchester City. We beat Burnley, and then we rest. We rest for Champions League final. Kind of feel a little bit sorry for Ben White. Hopefully that's not a big injury. You can see on his face when he was on the ground that, it's probably a serious injury. Got his knee jarred, maybe some ligaments. Maybe it's just swelling. Maybe it just hurts for now. And maybe he'll be back in 2 weeks. Who knows? But I've been in those situations where, your finals are coming up and you get an injury, and it's a race against time to see if you can play. And I don't know, man. Those 2 weeks were always 2-3 weeks were always your stomach does turns. Like, what if I can't play? But hopefully that's not the case for Ben White. One other thing I wanted to mention about this last game, because this guy is probably texting me about it. The goal that West Ham scored that went to VAR. Guys, let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. Okay? Because this guy's stupid. Let's not be stupid. You have one guy holding a shirt. You have one guy grabbing his arm as the goalie on David Raya. That's never a penalty, never a foul, never a foul. What are you talking about? One guy's grabbing his shirt, twisting him one way, and the other guy's holding his arm down. Never a foul. You guys, they want Arsenal to win. You guys are... Let's not be stupid, guys. Let's not be dumb. Let's not be dumb. Let's not be stupid. Let's not... If you want to have a little bit of banter, whatever, that's cool. But the amount of messages I got from this guy telling me that it's never a foul...
Shut up, man.
Enough, man. Enough. The first couple of messages, okay, ha ha ha. The next 5 or 6, like, yo, are you okay? Honestly, are you good? That's not a foul? The Arsenal hate is so manufactured. I don't even know. People don't even know why they hate Arsenal. They just know everybody else does, so then now they hate. Like, why do you hate Arsenal so much? What do they do? Anyways. Yada, yada, yada. We move on, guys. Watching the City Crystal Palace game Wednesday. Burnley Arsenal next Saturday. Could all be over by Saturday night, guys. Hopefully we can say that. But even if it's not, it's still in our hands and we go. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week. Come on, you Gunners.